afternoon, everybody. My name is Don Berger. I'm an instructor at the Manitoba Institute of Culinary Arts, and today I'm going to be teaching you some tips on outdoor barbecuing for the summer, especially with wood. My background is as a chef, and I've been a restaurateur, and I've worked with luxury restaurants all over the world, from Monte Carlo to Vietnam and Hong Kong, Shanghai, Tokyo, California, Hawaii, you name it. I still love in my own time to be able to barbecue outside because it's just a joy. With these simple tips, I'm going to help you to be able to do your own barbecuing and excite your own guests, friends, and family. First thing is wood. Wood is better because there's a flavor from wood. Not just any wood. There's hardwood and then there's softwood. Softwood is like a pine tree with needles, and hardwood has leaves. Now the hardwood is a much better barbecuing material because it doesn't give the creosote and the sap. With a barbecue, you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a very luxury model, but in fact, I spent $148 at Canadian dollars too, by the way, at Walmart, and that's 2 years old, and it does the trick, and I'm really, really happy and in love with it. The key thing is it's got some vents that you can control, how much smoke, how much heat, how much access to oxygen the fire has, and this is how you can control the temperature. And temperature control is everything. So in building the fire, on the base I've got all the twigs and the smaller branches, and then I build it up gradually, and by the time the ones on top fall down, then there'll be a perfect height between the coals and what I'm going to be cooking. Typically with a barbecue, I'll also cook maybe 1, 2, 3 meals because there's various stages of the heat that make it really interesting. When it's really, really hot, there's certain things that cook really, really well. By example, in the beginning, I have a pizza ready. When the wood is right and the flame is really, really big, I can close the lid, put the pizza in there, and in about 2 or 3 minutes, it's going to be ready. This fire is starting to look really, really good right now. You can see there's a lot of white ash. So I'm just going to move it around so that I can put in the grates. Give the grates another good scrub. I'm going to close it for a second just to douse the flames, and I'll shut off the oxygen, and you'll see it becomes an oven. This is the pizza I've prepared, and I don't have a pizza stone. You don't need it. What you need is just some way of separating the dough from the grate, because the dough will sink into the grates. If I did have a stone, it'd be in there. I could just throw the pizza right onto it and then slide it off. I just put the pizza in the barbecue, closed it, closed off all the vents, and that has driven the temperature up to 500 degrees. That pizza is going to be in there for 2 to 3 minutes because that heat is so intense, and that smoke will create a pizza that is much more woody flavor and smoky than even a wood-fired pizza oven. This little pizza oven. Another thing that I love to do is to barbecue mushrooms and onions with some peppers. Where did it go? Here it goes. I'll use a little bit of olive oil. There's onions, garlic, mushrooms, peppers, a little fish sauce, a little pepper, black and white, some seasoning salt, and I could also throw some fresh herbs in there. I have some thyme and rosemary from the garden. You can roast off the peppers whole, or you can cut them up into the slices and then peel off the skin when they're charred. What I'm going to do is char these really, really hard. And that'll be a salad. Just a little bit of fresh thyme. Just a little bit of fresh oregano. And some fresh rosemary. Here is where it's great to put a little bit of olive oil on. And this is extra virgin unfiltered olive oil, which has a delicious fruity flavor.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.